NOMADs is a United Methodist organization that started somewhere in the early 90s with a group of, I guess we'd say, snowbirds from the north who needed something to do, so they decided they'd help at a church. And from there it blossomed into the organization that it is today. NOMADs stands for Nomads on Mission, Active in Divine Service. We're approximately 700 members active, and then we have 200 alumni. We are all over. We have two different types of projects. One is a 3-week project, which is what we're doing here at Wesley. And then there's also what we call a DR, which is a disaster rebuild. We are a United Methodist organization, but we are open to anyone that's a Christian. We have all sorts of denominations, and we're also allow singles and single women to work. There's no man work or woman's work. There's only heavy work and light work, so everyone is welcome to join us. By being a member of the NOMADs, we were well acquainted with how the system works. You have to apply for a project and be accepted. Here at Wesley, I applied as a trustee of the church to have them come work for us for 3 weeks, in which they will renovate our building, putting in new ceiling tiles, painting walls, all sorts of repair work. An agency provides the funding and the materials, but NOMADs also has a grant program in which we also applied to get money to repair the RV sites in back where our NOMADs are staying now. That was a wonderful, wonderful gift from the NOMADs.
A lot of the work we do for churches, as a lot of churches are nowadays, they're strapped for funds and a lot of times can't totally maintain their facilities. So any help we can give them is greatly appreciated. One benefit of the NOMADs being at this church is to help the congregation, who are generally older, and a lot of them are not capable of doing the work that we are doing. So it really gives you a good feeling when you know that you can contribute to the church in that way.
Been in NOMADs since 2007. Took a trip down to the Keys in an intercession, and we saw these old people that were having a good time, and found out about NOMADs then, and I called my husband and said, I know what we want to do, and we retire. Being a full-timer means that you don't have a house anymore. You live in your RV full-time.
The reason we became full-timers in 2012, I guess, started thinking, and we started looking at things, and we figured out we're only home 6 months a year. And we'd come home and spend 3 weeks trying to get the house cleaned up, get the yard back together. By the time we got cleaned up, then it was time to go to another project. And I thought, this isn't worth it. It's no fun anymore. So that's when we decided to go full-time.
I did the NOMADs back in 2014 when I was on a grief sabbatical, and it really helped me to connect to other people. I was grieving the loss of my husband, who had died quickly from cancer. It helped me to get out of myself, but also gave me the space that I needed to grieve. It was beautiful. So when I knew I was going to retire, I knew that this is what I wanted to spend part of my time doing. It was doing the NOMAD project that saved me. And so just this feeling of getting out of yourself, doing something for somebody else, just really made such an impact on my life that I just want to help other people. So I see myself as in mission to the community where we go. So like here, we are helping the people who are members of this church focus on their, breadbasket ministry, their homeless ministry, feeding the people ministry. And we're doing this so that they don't have to. So I kind of see us as the mission ministers or mission to those people who are on the front line serving, and we're kind of doing the behind the scenes work.
One of the mottos of NOMADs is retirement with a purpose. I think it's for people who want to help other people, who they don't have to have the skills, because NOMADs will teach you the skills. It's just something to keeps you active and keeps you meeting other people. I think people's the big thing about NOMADs.
One of the things I love about the NOMADs is that it's a group of people who are serving God by using their hands, using their skills in rebuilding and refurbishing camps and churches and people's homes. We really get a connection to the people we work with. That's one of the most fulfilling things I get from this, is when we work with people and we see the joy that we bring to them and they see God's love in action through us.